Welcome to Times Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February the 7th, 2026. We're going to be talking about WWE Friday Night Smackdown because, ladies and gentlemen, we had a Elimination Chamber qualified match on the men's and women's on both and their triple threat matches. We didn't get anything about 2K26, I guess, because it's Friday and they gave us a couple of things this week. Maybe next week we will get another, maybe two more things, and then the other week, and then the other week, because there's a lot of things to talk about. And then they had to do a roster reveal and the DLC reveal and all that stuff. So we will figure out what's going to happen in 2K26 when we get there. I'd be more happy when it's the 10th, and that means we are almost at the end of this month. So yeah, I can't wait, because when the 10th hits, and then you get excited for the 20th, and then the 28th, and then when the 28th is over, you get more excited for March, because if you pre-order, you get March 6th. But if you want to wait until the launch day, March 13th, you still have to wait. You still would be more excited when March hits. I know I will. I'm seeing all these cool things happening on 2K26, and I see a lot of people complaining about 2K26. Can you fix this? Can you fix that? Oh my goodness. Oh, why can't you fix that? Like, seriously, they can't fix every single thing that people are complaining about, or they had to make a new game for it, or we don't get the game on March if they had to fix everything that everybody has a problem with. Can you put this in there? Can you put that in there? They're doing they're doing their best they can. Like, seriously, we have a great game coming out. There's a lot of new things happening, and there's a lot of returns things happening. Like stat tables, you can use a belt as a weapon. And new things, you got thumbtacks, you got shopping carts. What else you need to have? And you get new wrestlers, you get new animations, different things that you could do to make it more interesting in your show. Like the starting of the match, you could attack somebody. You don't have to do a run-in. This is like when the bell was about to ring. You could handshake, you could attack, you could go crazy for the fans and all that stuff. That's cool. And the barricade stuff. All these things are cool. So I can't wait to play the game. I don't know why people like to complain about it, because they didn't get what they want, so things got fixed, but there's some things that I gotta change. And we got some new things, so that's cool. So let's talk about Friday Night Smackdown, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre came out to start off Friday Night Smackdown to show off his WWE title that he beat Sami Zayn and retained his title. But when Drew McIntyre went to try to go to the ring, he got attacked by Cody Rhodes. So we had a brawl between Cody Rhodes. Well, mostly Cody Rhodes attacked him. And then security guards and referees stopped Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre ran away. Cody Rhodes had a promo. He's getting tired of Drew McIntyre, and he wants the WWE title. And he is upset because Drew McIntyre is the one that got rid of him in the Royal Rumble match. But Nick Aldis in the backstage told Cody, if you want a shot at the WWE title at WrestleMania, you have to win the Elimination Chamber. That means you have to win your qualifying match next week if you want the shot. But if you keep doing what you're doing, Nick Aldis is going to take him out of the match. So he told Cody Rhodes to leave, and that's what's happening. Cody Rhodes left the building. He's not coming back. Drew McIntyre tried to do it again, tried to go to the ring and say what he has to say. Until Jacob Fatu attacked Drew McIntyre. And the same thing with Jacob Fatu, after he did all his attacks, and security guards and referees tried to stop him, It was a little more harder for the referees to get rid of Jacob Fatu and the security, because Jacob Fatu was just attacking them and getting rid of them, but Drew McIntyre got away again. And Nick Aldis said the same thing to Jacob Fatu. You want a shot at the title, you had to win the Elimination Chamber. That means you have to win your qualifying match. And he says that if you want that to happen, you had to leave. And Jacob Fatu did leave, but he didn't want the security guards escorting him to out of the building. We did hear from Drew McIntyre. He finally got to say what he has to say. He stand on the announce table and said what he has to say. He's not happy with Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. He wished that they're not in the Elimination Chamber match. And he did talk about Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn is upset. And people are trying to help him out. Like Ray Phoenix trying to calm him down or soften the wound. But Drew McIntyre talking about the Monday Night Raw promo between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And it sounds like the WWE title is a B+ championship. But Drew says, whoever is going to face me at WrestleMania, I'm going to destroy. We heard from Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has a choice. She doesn't have a lot of time because WrestleMania is coming up in almost a month, 2 months, because, do you call this a month now? We're on the 7th day of February. Is it a month now? I guess it is a month because we have like 3 weeks until the month is over. Can't wait until it says 2 weeks left, because we're getting closer to 2K26. So yeah, she doesn't have a lot of time to make her choice. She says she could face Stephanie McCurry for the Women's World Title or face Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. But she wants to talk about the elephant in the room. She looked at Raquel, but Raquel grabs the microphone and she wants to talk about Liv Morgan before they get to talk to each other. Because what happened on Raw, remember, Liv Morgan cost Raquel the Women's World Title in that street fight. And then they got interrupted by Jade Cargill, and Jade Cargill says, you pick me, you get destroyed. And she asks Raquel, what are you looking at? And then Jordynne Grace comes out and says, if I get a title shot somehow before WrestleMania, and I win it, you'll be facing me at WrestleMania, Liv Morgan. And then we just had everybody bickering and arguing, and Nick Aldis made a match. A tag team match. The Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Raquel to face Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill. We will tell you guys more about that match when we get there. People are talking about, where's Motor City Machine Guns? It looks like we found them. Because they're talking to Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Johnny Gargano is really upset, so he is laying down on a equipment box. And Candice wants everybody to try to talk to him. But nobody likes Johnny because what Johnny did, and some reason he's really upset that he lost that mask. The mask that wasn't his. The one that he stole. So, I don't know why you're so upset that the guy that got his mask back, but it's not your mask. So she tried to get Nathan Frazier and Axiom to talk to him. They said no. And then she said, Motor City Machine Guns, you know him so well. But Chris Sabin said no, and Alex Shelley said no. Poor Johnny Gargano, nobody really cares for him. Ladies and gentlemen, our first match of the evening, we got the women's tag team titles. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley will be versing Julia and Kiana James. Miss Julia wants to be a three champion, Triple Crown champion. Doesn't work out, but can she be a double champion by winning the Elimination Chamber if she qualifies? I think she has a qualified match next week. But if she wins that qualified match and wins the Elimination Chamber, can she win WrestleMania? Can she be a double champion? We have no idea. We don't know which title this chamber is for. What number one contendership, because Liv still did not answer or give us the what title she's going for. We know the men's. The men's is a number one contenders match for the WWE title to face Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. But what is this women's one? Number one contendership to what title? Whatever Liv Morgan chooses? Choose already! I hate when they do this with the Royal Rumble winners. When I do my Royal Rumble in 2K25, if you're a Raw person, you go for the Raw title. If you're on Smackdown, you go for the Smackdown title. I don't make the winners choose of championships because it's annoying. It really annoys me that we had to wait another week for Liv Morgan to choose her opponents for WrestleMania. I'm happy that they rushed things with Roman Reigns, maybe because there was more history of the between those two. But Liv Morgan doesn't really have history between Jade Cargill and Stephanie, but now they do because Liv Morgan tried to cost Stephanie McMahon her title, and then she attacked her after the title match. And now, because of this tag team match on SmackDown, she kind of has a little history with Jade Cargill. But we got Io Sky versus, we had the women's tag team titles. Pretty decent tag team match. And the winner of that match was Io Sky. And Rhea Ripley retaining the tag team titles. We heard that next week, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley's second title defense in 2 weeks will defend their titles against Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Because what happened in Lash Legend's qualified match didn't go so well for Lash. So she's upset, and Nia says, if we were the ones going for the tag titles, we will walk out as the tag team champions. We're going to see if they actually could do that next week. Next week, it wasn't an open challenge because Dragunov wants the title shots, but Miz says he canceled the open challenge. But Carmelo Hayes says, I'm the champion. If I want to make an open challenge, I could. But he wanted to face the Miz and shut him up. But it's not for the championship. So we got Carmelo Hayes versus the Miz. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Carmelo Hayes. And we have our first qualified match for the Elimination Chamber, the women's side. Tiffany Stratton versus Chelsea Green versus Lash Legend. Pretty decent triple threat match. Everybody getting involved, except for Tiffany Stratton's teammate, because she doesn't have one. Elbow Fire and Nia Jax got in the way. Chelsea Green got distracted by Nia. And because of Elbow Fire as well, Lash Legend wanted to get rid of Chelsea Green. But the winner of that match was Tiffany Stratton. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Kit Wilson thinks he's all man and calling people toxic. And he says everybody in the Royal Rumble match is toxic. So he issued an open challenge to anyone that was in the Rumble match to face him in the match. And guess who answered that open challenge? Oba Femi. And, of course, not smart of Kit Wilson calling Oba Femi toxic. And then he got destroyed by Oba Femi. Oba finally gets a win in the main roster. He destroyed the War Raiders on Raw. He destroyed Kit Wilson. But where is he heading? Raw or SmackDown? My question is, where's Royce Keys? Because he needs to be signed. Right? He's in WWE now. He should be signed somewhere. So where is he? Where is Royce Keys? Why is he not talking to Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis? Imagine Oba Femi and Royce Keys become a tag team. That would be a dominant tag team. Maybe I want to make that in my game. I'm downloading a whole bunch of people. I still have a big giant list of people I want to download before I start doing Universe mode again. And Royce Keys is one of my guys I want to get. I was going to put him on NXT to team up with Ricky Saints. But maybe I want to put him with Oba Femi. Now I got that idea in my head. Well, I had another idea for a faction with Oba Femi, Omos, and Carmella Hayes. That would be an interesting one too. I don't know. I'm getting good vibes of these teams. Let's see what happens. Which one I will do. Which one you guys like? Put in the comments below. Royce Keys team up with Oba Femi, or the faction between Carmella Hayes, Omos, and Oba Femi. You tell me in the comments below. Sometimes I don't get comments, so tell me which one you guys think is cool. We have Tama Tonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Man, it's very windy outside. It's supposed to be really cold on Saturday. I had to go shopping tomorrow, so I need to bundle up, buckle up. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an okay match. I don't think the fans really cared for this one. I didn't really care for it too. But the winner of that match was Tama Tonga getting the win with a little help of the MFTs. We have Jordan Grace and Jay Cargill versus Liv Morgan and Raquel. This is the match that we're talking about that Nick Aldis made because of the bickering and arguing. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an interesting match. Jay Cargill is just not happy with Jordan Grace. They're trying to see who's better. But, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Cargill accidentally kicked Jordan Grace in the face, and Raquel accidentally kicked Liv Morgan in the face. But Jordan Grace gets the win by knocking out Jay Cargill, smashing Raquel into Miss Jay Cargill, and getting the roll-up pin, getting the win. And we heard that next week on Smackdown, there will be a Women's Championship match. Jordan Grace versus Jay Cargill. We got Randy Orton versus Aleister Black versus Solo Sikoa in our Elimination Chamber qualified match for the men's side. Solo couldn't find his family, the MFTs. We just saw Tama Tonga in action. But now he can find them. What did the Y6 do? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent triple threat match. Trick Williams was in the commentary some reason. He didn't really do much in this commentary. He did not attack anyone. He just watched the match. Why? I don't know. He's not even in the qualified match yet. Next week, qualified match is crazy. But, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the winner of that match, and going to the Elimination Chamber, it's Randy Orton. But, ladies and gentlemen, next week's for the men's, I don't remember a lot of the women's. I think in the women's we got Julia, Alexa Bliss, and Zelina. And on the men's, we got Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, and Sami Zayn. That's a big one, man. Big top 3 guys going in this match. Randy Orton wins this one. He's going to the Elimination Chamber in Chicago. We will see what happens in Dallas next week to find out the second people of Friday Night Smackdown, because Monday Night Raw will have their qualified matches this Monday that's coming up. So yeah, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow. Wait, there's no pay-per-view tomorrow. I will see you on Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. Bye!